What's up guys, it's Agent Power. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. This is episode 2 of Let's Talk, the series that I have created here on the channel about going into different discussions and trying to create a community where we can have open discussion about different topics. This episode is going to be a little bit different than the first episode, and this is because of the heaviness of today's topic. I would just be doing a commentary with gameplay in the background. I have a lot I want to discuss today, so to avoid interruptions, I won't be playing live. I don't want this to be a dark and dreary video, but I want to share information and then discuss how the realm of video games can help in a way. Alright guys, if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like. That definitely helps me out a lot. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this video down in the comment section below. Wait until the very end. You want to hear all the information I have to share and create this discussion. Alright, let's get right into the video. Let's go. Okay, episode 2, we're going to be talking about mental health, and specifically depression and anxiety. I know this hits home for a lot of people, and I don't want to pretend like I'm taking this lightly. As a mental health professional, I definitely understand the heaviness of depression and mental health as a whole, and how strong of a thing it really is, and how important mental health is. So I'm just going to list off some mental health facts that you may not know. So approximately 1 in 5 adults in the US, approximately 46.6 million people, experience mental illness in a given year. In the United States, almost half adults will experience a mental illness during their lifetime. Almost half. That's insane. Major depressive disorder affects approximately 17.3 million American adults, or about 7.1% of the population, US population. 1.9 million children ages 3 to 17 have diagnosed depression. That is a lot. And we can see that this mental illness is affecting so many of us. So when you feel like you're alone, you're really not. So let's talk about what happens or what you should do when someone talks to you about their mental state. So first off, you want to listen. Let them finish their sentences and complete thoughts without interrupting them. After they have finished, you can respond. Let them know if you understand. If someone has just shared with you something so deep and hard for them, and you've gone through something similar, tell them. It helps for a lot of people to know that they're not alone. Make sure you don't switch the topic of conversation to your struggles though. Focus on their needs. And if you can't relate, then do what you can to be understanding. Avoid being judgmental. Don't tell them that they're being weird or crazy. It's really not helpful at all. Next up is take them seriously. Try not to respond with statements that diminish how they are feeling or what they are going through, such as, "You're just having a bad week," or "I'm sure it's nothing." Because you never know what somebody's really experiencing. You can't tell if it's being serious or if they're just being dramatic. So in this case, in this huge of a deal when it comes to someone's mental state, you always want to give them the benefit of the doubt. Next up, make yourself available to talk again if needed. Let them know that you can be there to really share another moment with them. That will really help them out and feel that they have a place they can go and be safe. Don't turn what you've been told into gossip. That's the most destructive thing that you could do to this person. And really, it's not your place to share that if they confide in you. So just keep it to yourself. Next up, if you don't understand, do some research and learn about what you've been told. So if someone says they have anxiety or depression or whatever the case may be, and you don't know anything about it, read, learn. We have the internet. You have a lot of great resources, and learn so that you can better help that person and be a better listener. And next up and lastly, if it is a serious talk where they are asking or telling you about how they feel like they want to hurt themselves or hurt others, or they've been having these weird things happen to them, like hearing voices or seeing things, tell an adult. Don't be afraid to go ask for an adult help and get this person the help that they truly need from a professional. Alright, so with all that out of the way, those are just some small things I wanted to share before we dive into how video games and mental health kind of coexist, and some different ideas that I've had being having psychology as my major, and also playing a lot of video games, creating YouTube videos. So I wanted to bring those two together and build a bridge there. So video games, it's kind of like a double-edged sword. Video games and mental health is really a chicken and the egg conundrum. This is because at the moment in time, researchers cannot conclusively say video games cause depression. There have been correlations, but that does not mean causation. Think about the whole thing in this way. Do video games help or hurt those with depression? If a gamer has depression, do they play because it helps keep their mind off depressive thoughts and feelings? Or do they have depression because they spend so much time playing video games, not having social interactions, always in isolation, not getting proper exercise or adequate rest? There isn't a definite answer either way. It's just how it is. And I'm kind of in the same way as far as my own opinion. I'm not on one side or the other. I feel like every single person is different. Every situation is different. So you can't just come to a straight out conclusion. Let's think about how the realm of video games can help someone who is feeling down, depressed, or lonely. As spoken before, depending on the person, actually playing video games can help someone, but it can also hurt them as well. I want to bring attention to something related to gaming that I personally feel can help people with depression. Giant disclaimer, everyone. This is my opinion. This is not fact. I'm not claiming it to be a fact. This also may not apply to every single person affected by depression. This is just my thoughts on the subject and trying to create a discussion here for everyone in my community. Alright, so let's talk about how video games can help depression. I don't want to talk about video games helping people. Mainly, I want to focus on the gaming community and the possibility of what could help someone in a depressive state. Again, this isn't fact. What I'm saying, I'm not saying what I know is to be true. This is what I believe and something that I've always been interested in doing and would be really, really intrigued to see if we could actually create a study on it. But I want to talk about live streaming. How can live streaming help? First, I'll address some points about what helps people with depression and how I have connected that to live streaming and the benefit someone can find from it. I'm not saying these things are going to help every single person, as I said before, or even help completely, but it's an option and can be used with multiple other options to help someone's mental health overall. So first off, one thing that helps with mental health is exercise. And put this in the category of live streaming because this became something that I've learned from a very popular Fortnite streamer who is really focused on health, and that is Nick A30. Whenever he dies or loses a game, he will do 15 push-ups in between games. This can translate over to your personal life, finding any kind of way to incorporate some exercises into your gaming session. Whether that's watching a live streamer or playing games yourself, finding a time where you can spend a little bit doing exercise will help you with your mental state because it releases endorphins in the brain that makes you happier and will help with those mental states. No matter what game you're playing, you can find time to do this. If you're playing a battle royale, you can do it in between games. If you're playing a first-person shooter, do it while waiting in the lobby for your next game. If you play story modes, do it after you're completing X amount of missions. Just finding a way to exercise will help your mental health overall. Next thing that helps people with depression is a sense of belonging. Those who know anything about big-time streamers know that they usually have thousands of people watching them at any given time. These gamers have worked hard to create a community for those to come watch and interact with each other. Even small streamers work to build their chat into a thriving community. I believe that a chat in a live stream can help some people feel a sense of belonging if the particular streamer has the right standards for their chat or community. It can become a place someone can look forward to spending their time with people they feel comfortable with. In a way, it is sort of a social interaction. I don't think it has the same effect as face-to-face interactions, but I still feel that people can benefit because online interaction is a type of social interaction. If you guys are interested, there's a really cool article on Science Daily about how gaming affects social interactions. I'll leave the link down in the description below, but it does talk about the positives of this that I'm alluding to. If you want to dabble on that, definitely go check that out. I'd highly recommend it. Alright guys, that is going to do it for today's video. Brief discussion, going over everything very briefly. You can spend so much time talking about this subject and the realm of video games, but I just wanted to scratch the surface and really just start a discussion. You guys have been following me for a while. You know what my goal is, to create a community where those who are having issues or who just want a place to belong can feel welcome and at home. That's my ultimate goal. With you guys liking the video, subscribing, sharing, this is how the goal can be achieved. I really, really appreciate all the people who have been subscribing recently. I definitely appreciate everything that you guys do. Please comment down below what you guys think of the video, what your thoughts about mental health and this whole realm is. I want to know your thoughts. I appreciate you guys joining me for the video, and I will see you in the next episode. Have a great day, guys. We'll see you next time. Peace.